My name is Sasha Kalashnikov. I'm not a relative. Uh, it's an often question. I'm the director at AliExpress, so I was a head of design. Now I'm a design director, but I still focusing on product design, so it's more or less the same for me. Also, I'm a store co-founder. Here is my photo, and I decided to speak about something or not. My past experience, like I worked with that companies, almost always I was like a founding designer, and my main experience is to build products from scratch and manage all the processes. So now I'm at AliExpress. I'm doing more or less the same, but in a bigger scale. So about AliExpress, AliExpress is a global company. I'm sure everyone knows it, but in different markets there are different teams that try to localize it and make best experience for different occasions. So AliExpress CS operates in 8 countries, and we have 28 millions, more or less, equal buyers per year. So it's more or less a lot of people. It's a big product. So I joined that company 1.5 years ago, and we started that redesign. I'll share later. We already won some bronze prize at festival Sreda. For us, it's a good sign that we do something bad. We do something good that someone needs it. It's even bad for us because we do everything in-house. We have a small team, and it's a big company, so it's a big challenge for that type of situations to have some kind of recognitions. So, and today I'll share 2 topics. One of them is our design approach. We call it refresh. I later explain why, and also some design organization things that really helped us. So background. Before I joined the company, several years ago, AliExpress already did one redesign. They had a lot of reasons why they did it, but we don't speak about it. We speak about how they did it. So the whole company spent 1 year or development. So all the product managers, all the teams were involved, and in 1 year they launched a new apps and new website. So it's like a dream for designer to join some company and say, let's do everything from scratch. So for some people it works that. Benefits like pros and cons of such approach. As a company, AliExpress got a brand new product with consistent pages, flows, consistent design, everything new, good, everyone happy. Cons. It was really difficult for users because even if previous product was bad and you do something better as you think, users have the behavior, and you at once changed their behavior, a lot of new things, and you always will have some bad reviews, and you your users have to learn again how to use the product. Second bad thing that all teams were focused on redesign, not new features. So 1 year later, we had like the same product but in a new package. So it's it's good, but it's not great for revenue, for metrics. And third thing, it's really difficult when you changed everything. It's difficult to measure impact of every part of product. Maybe some your solutions were good, some of them bad, but it's really complicated if you change it everything in one time. So it's huge work for analytics, and that's it. So when I joined, I was asked to join the company. My one of my goals were to update design again, but the time company couldn't afford spend a lot of resources again to redesign. So it was a tricky situation because we feel that we need some kind of update, we need changes, we need some kind of update in branding. If we speak about branding, it goes always to product, so we needed some changes, but we don't want to spend again a lot of time, a lot of resources to do the redesign. So we had to do the design without redesign. Like, it was a tricky task. So what we found out, it is the most interesting thing. We started from whiteboard and say, okay, let's design everything we want, and we don't want to see at our design system, like, let's design the best marketplace we can. Like, we checked best products, we design the design we respect, and say, okay, we want to be at that level and design without any limitation. It's just like a design challenge for us. We understand that the design has nothing common with real life. We just dream about it. We designed it. We have our goal, and okay, somewhere inside we're happy, but it's design something and launch something. It's two different, things. Nothing common with it. And we realize that if we start to speak with teams about that future, we would have billions of meetings with a lot of product departments, where everyone would have their opinion and a lot of arguments why we can't do that and that and that and that, and it will be endless process. So we will speak a lot and we'll stuck. So, but we have had to move, and we have to share resources, because we don't have a lot of developers, and we more or less a relatively small design team. So here's the approach we decided to try. We update one small. So we have our goal. We understand where we want to move, but we go back. So we designed everything new. Then we go back and try to design the same, but with old design system. Test it, and then update one element by one element, and it will be much easier. And we know that each element how it performs. So I'll show example. Here is our out product description page. We have idea where to move. So design concept, I'll show it later, our beautiful future. We started from navbar is not connected to just product description page, it's connected to our website, but we need for our redesign needs. But it also performed well. Then, okay, our hypothesis that if we move from 2 columns to 3 columns, our website, our page should perform better because we can show more information and people more chances that people will see something more relevant for them and buy more. So we designed that page with old components, so it's everything the same. So we don't touch UI. Then we checked it. It performed great. Okay, it was green flag to continue. Then we started a new design system with new components and started from small parts. So buttons. Let's add new buttons and check how they perform. They performed again great. So it was again great flag for all other teams that they could not afraid to use it in their products. And then we update that offer parts, that UI. So it's small changes. For most users, it's more or less the same, but we continue update. What next? Yes. Check it, do a B test, do some review, blah, 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 blah. So a whole circle. Then next part, we moved title to third column, more space for image, new layout, new chip design. Okay, we test it, blah, blah, blah. And step by step, we go update offer again, update offer one more time, check it, and then updated reviews part, added photos of product because it's really important thing for buyers. So as a result, we got a brand new product description page, but for customers, it was a really smooth process. So it's not like they open it, oh, it's everything new. No, we updated it by step by step by step by step by step, and we know how exactly performs all elements in our page. So we have a lot of knowledge how it works. One more small example. Here's the orders page. Okay, we think it's one column. Let's move to 2 columns. Designed, checked, realized that second column is not performed not so good. It took a lot of place and we have a lot of misclicks. So we continue, but we stayed with 2 columns, but updated design with small parts. And as a result, we got a new page again. So here is our approach to redesign without redesign. So it's not so fast. We do it by small parts. It's much easier for us to communicate with product managers, with everyone, because every period of time we improve one small things, but we understand where we're going. And it was the first part. Second part is connected to my previous thing when we understand where we're going. It's a design team organization. Here is a designer, and here's a product manager. It's an example of layout of some website. How it was before. product manager came with task and say, okay, we need to update this part of the page, like small task for a few days. We needed it yesterday, or we needed SAP, so we have limits with developers, blah blah blah, and please do best way you can. And designer with all those limits, designer do best what designer can. Next sprint, product manager asked new update, then again new task with different part, again different limitations, different restrictions, different circumstances. We needed everything soon, So as a result, we have some kind of page with a lot of different solutions. Each time the solutions was good for that moment, but as a result, when I joined the company, I asked designers, like, please explain why that page looks like it looks, and answers were because of some kind of design system, because of weird product managers, because of weird developers, because of a lot, because that part designed another designer, that part it's not for me, that part of another team, and it's really so it's I work in that department, but I really not responsible for everything because I can't control it. And as a result, no one happy. Everybody understands that, yeah, it's not the best, but what we can do, life like that. So we changed that approach and say, okay, here is designer, you're responsible for that part of product, and today it looks like that. What will be in 1 year, it will be your responsibility. So we moved designer to, like, here's the product manager, and designer is a equal partner. They work almost always together, and we still have a lot of small tasks, a lot of small urgent jobs, but designer understand that everything should be consistent, and designer should push design level to next level, and designer should find agreements with product managers, with development team. Guys, please, let's do some solutions like that. If you don't have resources, that's fine. Let's leave it like that. But understand that next week or week after, please update that part, update that UI to our consistent design. So I need a designer understand what he or she wants to build as a result. So the main goal is to have pages that designers should be proud of. So we have a lot of metrics. Every product manager have their own metrics, and everything that we launch should perform well. It will be automatically. But how it looks, except designers, no one cares about it. So we added this responsibility, and as I showed before, like, our designers started to think about the whole part of the product, and it worked. Still works really great. Okay, short speech, 90 minutes. Any questions? Okay.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Sasha. That was nice, interesting one. I've got loads of questions in my head, but if anybody else has any questions out there, please do feel free to write them in. So I'm going to start with a question from Dion. What was the thinking behind two primary buttons for add to cart and buy now? So typically you have one primary and then maybe a secondary color, but you had a bright green and yellow.
Questions about why we have two, or why about colors?
Why two primary colors? So usually you might have like one primary color button which you want people to press, and then maybe a secondary button which is a bit more muted.
It's two different behaviors. So I don't know. Let's move to that page. One sec. Let's find it. Yeah, it's here. It's two different behavior for different people. If you we have metrics and people use it equally, so we have almost 50% for both buttons. So we have no main. And reason why it's like that, because if you buy something, for example, you sit in cafe and realize, oh, I need to buy, some batteries. I open it, I click buy now, click it right now without checkout, just pay and forgot. If I use add to cart, it's for another types of users. It's when you discover something. I add to cart, continue scrolling, I found another product, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, and then go to cart and decide what to buy. So it's two different behavior for different reasons. You can't say that this is our main behavior. This is not. So that's why they're both equal. It was a good point, because before we had red. Yeah, here is the original design. Here you had red and black button. Reason why that, I asked previous design team, because it was design system like that. They have only two colors in the system, so they had three colors: red, black, and green. They checked gray. They checked gray, and no, gray button didn't before because it's gray. It's like disabled. That's okay. We have only one color. Let's use black one. But for users, I had to think about, okay, they look too different, and which one to press. And we said, okay, those colors are close to each other. They're both active, and they both do almost the same action for users. So you press anyone and you'll be fine.
Okay, great explanation. One thing that you touched on, of like a page that had been just organically created and it was a bit of a mess. Did you not run that risk of trying to optimize component by component? Because a component that might work in a current design might not work.
Oh, you speak about that part, or when we started to update?
Well, I was referencing this, but I was saying, did you not have the same problem when you started to update one component
so
at
we
a
had that
time?
problem, I think somewhere here, like if you say those buttons were really bad here, so it's it's something ugly. And it was one of the first things that was really complicated for me. Like I can't agree the design for I say on it. I said no, it's something bad. No, it's not consistent. We can't do it. And then we realized, okay, if we start to update by big parts, so all components will be consistent with each other, it will be super long process. Because if we see of that part, we have price, we have coupons, we have cashback. It's different products. We have to speak about a lot of people. They have their own metrics. We need A/B test for everything, and to be we'll stuck on it. So we say, okay, to be honest, we're not happy with previous design. So it's not good, but it will be not consistent for a few months. Okay, we can live with that, but as a result, will be faster with new design. So it's like a compromise for us.
And even though it wasn't consistent, your A/B testing still showed that you were getting an improvement with this new design?
Yes, we had to prove everything with A/B test, because this is the only reason how we can communicate with our product team, because we should prove that our design performed well.
And then I guess my last question, how did you sell that internally? Because the A/B testing, I understand that, but was there an argument that, oh, it'll be cheaper just to do it all in one
Yeah,
go?
it's as a topic. I think it's topic for another meeting, how to sell inside. So we had a lot of arguments. Not everyone happy without it, because it's difficult when you came and do some big changes. It's we did it together with branding update. So if I show you this part, it's from our new brand. So we have new icons, our font, everything. Here is our new future concept, and we did some presentation inside. Then we watched some small part. Then we had huge a lot of arguments inside the team. So it was a lot of fight inside, because what are you doing, guys? Don't do it. It's something bad. And we were everything became better in a few months when our new design showed good results. After it, so you can prove that you did something good. That's it. So if you speak about some kind of opinion, like I'm sure it's done better, no, it doesn't work. So that's why we started with small details. And we have new design inside design team, and it's not a fact that it will be launched. So it's a long process how to launch it, how to find agreements with product managers, how to ask them, please do that and that and that. And product managers, they have their own KPIs, and we have to find something that will be good for them as well and for us as well. So it's like a long process.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for sharing. That was really interesting case study of the new design. I think personally it looks better as well. So glad that the A/B testing is reflecting that as well.
Thank you.